Well, it seems we've got a man who apparently thinks God is a living tree on the North Pole. And now apart from the God claim and all its inherent issues, Jim here had a gander at that and thought he could up the ante a bit. I don't know what to say to that, so let's have Jim here do his talky bit. Let's see what happens.
Flat powered everybody out there.
Well, that happened. What the hell?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, the real God is a tree.
Oh, come on, you son of a bitch.
The real God is at the North Pole. When they're talking about God, they're talking about Mount Meru.
But you just said God is a tree and now he's a mountain? What the hell is this guy going on about? Also, seriously, starting off with 2 facepalms? I have no words for that. Well, maybe. Also, get Scotty Storm in here.
Yeah, Scotty Storm here.
Ugh, even worse, upside down nakedness. So, Scotty, are you responsible for this birthday shit dipshittery going on here? Please tell me you're not spreading this horse shit.
You already believe in possible bullshit.
Well, that's not what I asked, mate. Also, I do believe the official term is horse shit. What the hell just happened here?
Then how the hell, are you going to get out of bigger illusions?
Well, I have no idea what this guy is talking about. I don't even know what I was thinking with asking this guy why the nakedness is spreading. Scotty, get out of here. You're about as useful as nipples on a breastplate. Look at that thing go. Isn't it? Wait a minute, what the hell is... Well, I guess I deserve that.
They're talking about the Godhead, the Axis Mundi, where the 4 great rivers come out from.
Okay, let's summarize this shit. God is a tree, God is a mountain, and now the rivers are involved in some way. I don't know. What rivers? Who knows?
In the Bible they mention the 4 great rivers.
Huh. Well, there are more than 4 great rivers. That's kind of the thing with the Bible. It was really localized. Like somehow it was inspired by the local environment where it was written, instead of, having global knowledge. Also, just to humor you. Okay, Google, which rivers are considered the great rivers?
I found 35 on Wikipedia. Here are the first 3, White Nile, Amazon River, and Yangtze.
Still, that's 35 great rivers instead of 4. Okay, Google, which are the 4 great rivers mentioned in the Bible?
According to Wikipedia, Genesis chapter 2 verses 10 to 14 lists 4 rivers in association with the Garden of Eden: Pishon, Gihon, Chiddekel, and Pherat, the Euphrates.
Well, that kinda gives you another problem now, doesn't it? Having to prove the Garden of Eden. Oh, good God, man, religion, why? It's like they're die-hard comic fans, the live-action role-playing kind. Thank you, Google.
That makes me so happy. You're most welcome.
Coming from the Godhead. Coming from God. That God created the 4 great rivers.
Uh-huh. If God is this creator fella everyone keeps talking about, he probably created great rivers because, that's kind of what your book tells you to... Carry on. What do you mean I'm being too sarcastic? This guy thinks God is a tree at the North Pole and somehow a mountain, so what do you expect?
Well, Mount Meru is God.
Contrary to well, it's not even a popular belief. A tree is not a mountain. What?
The Godhead is at the North Pole.
What?
And,
No. You said God is a tree. Then he was a mountain. Now there's, rivers going towards the North Pole. The great rivers of Eden or something. And now God's head is at the North Pole. So is this guy gonna make any sense anytime soon?
we all know that. So we know that all compasses point north for a reason.
Except compasses don't point north. They align themselves to the magnetic field of the freaking planet. That guy, get your ass in here right now. No, don't get excited, mate. We're not gonna talk about your misunderstanding of compasses. Uh-huh, that's a fancy trick right there. I just want to say... No. 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 What? No. The only reason I called you here is because you're totally ignorant about compasses, you know? So, this is what I wanted to do. Ah, look at the thing go. Oh, good God, man. We're gonna run out of face palms and face punches if this keeps up. Bye-bye, that guy.
And all compasses point north because the tree of life was chopped down.
It just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? So the tree of life, basically God got chopped down? What? How does your mind even work?
At the North Pole. And now there's a tree stump there. That's a big magnetic tree stump.
Huh. Well, don't look at me. I have no words for this.
That sucks the 4 rivers in. It creates the tides.
No, we did that before. Stop it. Okay, so the tides are caused by the North Pole, which is a tree, which is God, which has been chopped down, and now it's a mountain, which is magnetic, because it's a tree, and now the 4 rivers are being pulled towards that, and that is causing the tides. My head hurts.
So it sucks your 4 rivers in, creates the tides.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't like to repeat myself. But hey, we're gonna repeat ourselves constantly, aren't we? I don't know. So, what are we gonna do now, Jim?
So it's not the moon that creates the tides.
Of course not. Why would they even think that?
It's Mount Meru that creates the tides. So, you know, they chopped down the big trees in the beginning of time, before there was even time.
What the fuck, man? They chopped down the trees before there was even time? What?
They chopped down the big trees, the big ancient trees. And when they chopped the tree of life down at the North Pole, that's the biggest tree that was there. And that, they call that the godhead.
What?
So, and then the Aurora Borealis shoots out of the top of Mount Meru.
So, now the mountain which is a god... No, wait a minute. What the hell just happened here? God is a tree on the North Pole, which is a mountain, which is now a chopped down tree stump, because it was a tree that... The world life tree, and I don't even know where I'm going with this. But basically, the tree that is chopped down and now a tree stump is somehow a volcano causing the Aurora Borealis. And of course also influencing the tides. What? And I totally forgot about that. It is also God's head. And magnetic. And because it's magnetic, it somehow pulls the water in the rivers towards it. Water is not magnetic, mate.
Into the basalt crystals at the top of Mount Meru and creates your green Aurora Borealis lights.
Oh, how silly of me, thinking it was a volcano spewing out some kind of weird light. It's, of course, crystals at the top of this tree stump mountain godhead decapitated magnetic field...
And the sun is what charges those. The sun used to be inside of the tree of life.
Nope.
The sun used to be inside of the tree of life.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't like to repeat myself.
So when they chopped all the trees down, the sun just took off out of the tree of life. It just took off out of the tree and is roaming around free now.
Are you fucking insane? I ain't going out there. Did you hear what he just said? He said they chopped down the tree of life, which is God, and now the sun is free roaming around. Where is it going? I don't know. Where's this guy's mind? No one knows.
So, we want to understand this. Understand that God, when I'm talking about God, created the 4 rivers. Listen here. North means throne.
Alright, screw it. I'm going out there. This guy ain't gonna beat the likes of me. But first, okay, Google. I'm gonna ask a silly question here. What does north mean?
Here's the definition of north. The direction in which a compass needle normally points towards the horizon on the left-hand side of a person facing east, or the part of the horizon lying in this direction.
Yeah, that's nothing about a throne, now is it, Mr. Jim? Mr. Lotus? Hey, does this look like the face of a man who cares? Thanks, Google.
I'm happy to help.
Okay? And God sits atop the throne. What sits atop the throne of God? The North Pole.
So now God is a North Pole. Make up your mind already, Mr. Jim, Mr. Lotus.
Okay, the axis mundi, the omphalos, the navel of Mother Earth,
the blue balls of Pennsylvania, the big beaver of Saskatchewan, the three cocks of Wales, and of course my all-time favorite, Titty Ho, North Hampshire. What can I say? I'm a man of culture.
So to all the people who believe in God out there and stuff, I love all of you. I love each and every one of you who believe in God.
Huh. Rude. So you don't love me. He doesn't love me. Or maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a good thing.
But when you're speaking of God, I believe in God too, okay? I'm an atheist, but I believe in God now because I found out who God is.
An atheist who believes in God. Ah, now I've heard everything.
God is a tree.
Uh-huh.
It's a tree of life at the North Pole. When you follow your compasses.
You know, if God is a tree and you can follow him with your compass because he's a magnetic tree, somehow, I don't know, maybe we can use compasses to find God.
Where all compasses point, that's when you find God.
Well, holy hell! Apparently we can use compasses to find this God fella. The answer was staring us in the face the whole time we invented compasses. There's just one little problem, Jim Lotus. Mr. Jim Lotus. Oh, good God, man. We have already been there, and we found nothing but ice. Also no tree, or a tree stump, or a volcano tree that's magnetic and... carry on.
Okay, you follow that compass, and when you reach the center of that compass at the North Pole, that's when you found God.
When you reach the center of the compass? What the hell does that even mean? You don't know how a compass works, do you? Why am I even asking this question? Oh... Are we out of facepalms? I had to ask.
Okay, God is there. So there is a God, and it's a tree. It's a big mountain.
Wait, what was that? What happened? Did I just miss that intercontinental face punch missile for Scotty Scorm, I'm assuming? Damn it. Why? Why would you make me miss that? With you, I mean the bloody insane silliness of Jim Lotus here.
It's a big mountain called Mount Meru. That's your God. We come from a tree, okay?
No, not okay. There's nothing okay about that. A mountain which is a tree. What is that even?
So God is not a man. God is not a man. God is a tree, okay? We come from trees. This place used to be a big forest. Before they chopped all the big ancient trees down, this place was a big forest.
How fucking stoned are you right now?
Okay, and it's no longer a forest anymore. It's a flat earth, yeah, but it used to be a flat earth with a forest.
Well, now he's just saying words. He said flat earth. He's also a flat earther. Of course he is.
Now it's just a flat earth with a little shrubbery. The trees we have now are shrubbery.
What am I supposed to do with this? Even my artillery crew is completely stumped. Hey, stump. It's a tree stump, eh? Oh man, I'm going insane, I think. Wait, what? No. Oh.
No more than 200 years old. So this happened about 200 years ago. No more than 200 years ago, they took these trees down.
You are not making any sense, mate. You are not making any sense, mate. And contrary to popular belief, you are not making any sense, mate.
Okay. And the Christmas tree is a representation of the chopping down of the tree of life.
So now Christmas is what? What are you doing?
And then they put the ornaments on it to represent the fruits that used to be on those big trees.
So let me get this straight. This tree was so fucking huge, it's the entire North Pole. So how big would this thing be? How big would those fruits be? How freaking huge is your imagination?
And the fruits from those trees are now huge.
No. Huge doesn't even begin to describe it. Freaking huge. That's what you need. The word you're looking for is freaking huge. Or something along those lines. Maybe?
Huge stones.
You know, so something has been bothering me here. You say words, and then you use those words to describe things, but then you describe it in something different because the word you just used doesn't... I'm starting to talk like him, aren't I? How long is... continue. Please let this end soon.
You know, the size of houses, big round stones with faces carved in them, like they used to do with the pumpkins. That's why we carve pumpkins, because they like to carve faces and fruits and let them become vitrified stones.
So now we are at Halloween. Why are we at Halloween? How did we get on Halloween? Hallowed Eve is now somehow related to God. Isn't that some kind of heathen thing?
Okay, so all these fruits are still found all over the world. All right, and you come from the tree of life. We all come from the tree of life.
Have you been watching Avatar? Or heck, maybe even Princess Mononoke. He might even implement the forest spirit. I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched for this guy. He's throwing everything in the kitchen at it. Including the kitchen sink. Including the kitchen.
The sun charges the trees up. It charges the trees up when they were here, and lightning would shoot out the tops of the trees.
Yes, sure. Why not? We have never observed that, but why not? Trees aren't flammable or anything.
And it created our aurora borealis, which shoot through the trees, and it was a wonderful, wonderful way to live. We didn't have to worry about anything. We didn't work.
Except for now, right? What's that mean? I don't care anymore. I don't.
You know, all the fruits of the trees fed us. You know, so we would just eat from the fruits of the trees all the time, and we didn't have language. We didn't talk. We didn't do anything. Just like in the movie Avatar.
Huh. Well, there it is. So, let me level with you. I haven't watched this video. Usually I do. I was watching the first few minutes, but damn, this guy can talk. And I was like, I'm gonna ad-lib it. That's what I usually do, but holy hell, this is just perfect. I literally predicted his brain fart. Also, it's quite clear he didn't watch the movie. What about all the hunting they did? What about the entire society they built? The blue people were basically Indians who could use real magic. Well, nature magic. Hell, are you gonna screw up the movie now? He's gonna screw up the movie. I'm not gonna make any predictions anymore. I don't even know where he's going with this. Let me just have this. Let me just have this one brain fart prediction I did. Let me just have this. My head really hurts now.
In the movie Avatar, that's how life used to be for us, but way better than even that. Okay? And so they've taken all that from you. They've taken all your divinity from you and put you into a slave society here, and this place is terraformed. This whole place is artificial and terraformed.
Oh, well, he didn't screw up the entire movie, but also, please keep sitting down. I don't know if you're wearing pants. I don't even care if he wears pants. Oh, I do care if he wears pants. I'm gonna censor the shit out of you if you stand up. I don't want that dingling on my screen.
All right, God, if you want to find God, you go north to the tree of life, and once you see that aurora borealis, and you go into that aurora borealis, you found God.
Maybe he also watched Vikings, and this is gonna be a spoiler. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to mute this video for about 10 seconds. Okay? Okay, lovely. Spoiler alert! Basically, they found Iceland, and, I thought I found the lands of the gods. That's all I'm gonna say, because Viking is a pretty cool series.
Okay, God lies at the North Pole, and I want to go see God. I'm going to see God. I believe in God again.
Yeah, I heard. You're an atheist who believes in God. Well done. Also, you're gonna need some clothes if you're gonna go to the North Pole. It's a bit cold. I know he's not gonna go to the North Pole. I don't even think he leaves his own town.
I'm an atheist, but I believe God is at the North Pole.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mr. Jim Lotus.
That's the God you're talking about. Okay, it's not a man. It's a tree. God is a tree. You come from a tree. Okay, flat power to all of you. And if you want to know who God is, there it is right there. There's your God. You can look it up.
Well, apart from you making absolutely no sense whatsoever, it's kind of impressive.
The four great rivers were created from God. And the four great rivers come from Mount Meru. If you look it up, the four great rivers suck into Mount Meru. The Euphrates, the Tigris, the Ganges, all those rivers suck into Mount Meru. Okay? So there's your God. Mount Meru is your God. Flat power to all of you. Love you all.
Well, I told you, lovelies, this was going to be something. I've never seen a mind so distracted and all over the place. No, not even after seeing all these sillies in the order of the sillies. This guy takes the cake. And we all know the cake is a fake. Or was the pie a lie? I forget. Speaking of the Order of the Sillies, welcome Jim Lotus. I hope you enjoy your stay. Just don't make my other sillies even more silly. I don't think I can handle that. I don't think anyone would. And you might just be able to do just that. Anyway, I'm off to get some headache-reducing stuff. I'll see you next time, and remember to tickle all those lovely buttons around this video and in the description. Bye-bye. God is a tree. What the fuck was that even about?